So I welcome to this engineering graphics class. So in today's class we'll learn lamina resting on VP with certain conditions. So far in the previous two types, so we have seen the lamina resting on VP with either general type with HP angle and VP angle given, or related to beta angle, so related to angle made by median of the lamina. So the third type, the last type of lamina, so it's a conditional type of problems. So you find conditional type of problems both for lamina resting on HP as well as lamina resting on VP. So compared to all other types, so this type lamina resting on VP, conditional types are a little bit tricky. So let us take up the problem. So it's a problem number 7 of your solution book. So an isosceles triangular plate of negligible thickness has a base height of 25 mm long and altitude 35 mm. It is so placed on HP such that in the front view it is seen as an equilateral triangle of 25 mm sides, with the side that is parallel to VP is inclined at 45 degree to HP. Draw its top and front views. Also determine the inclination of the plate with the reference plane. So this is a problem given. So certain conditions are given here. It's different from the previous two types. In the previous two types you had HP angle and VP angle. So reference of the angle with reference to the median was given. But in this problem, so there are two types of triangles mentioned in this problem. So one is isosceles triangle. So in isosceles triangle, two sides will be equivalent. So it's an isosceles triangle. And then another type of lamina you find is equilateral triangle. So you find two types of triangles in this problem. So an isosceles triangle with two sides equivalent, and then an equilateral triangle with all the three sides equivalent. So now the problem is on which type of triangle, whether it's related to isosceles triangle or it's related to equilateral triangle. So it is related to isosceles triangle because it's given clearly that an isosceles triangular plate. The word plate is used to define lamina. So you can call it as a plane or a plate or a lamina. So these three words are used to define the lamina. So it can be a lamina or plane or a plate. So that problem is on isosceles triangular lamina it is. Now it is given that so this isosceles triangular lamina, it is so placed on HP such that its front view looks like an equilateral triangle. The front view of the isosceles triangular lamina is in the form of equilateral triangle. The front view is in the form of equilateral triangle. This is the condition given. And you don't find VP angle here. So only the HP angle is given. You find only HP angle. There is no VP angle. So by reading this problem, we have to come to the conclusion. So whether the given problem it falls in HP resting case or VP resting case, whether it's a category 1 or category 2. So what is the key point to decide that it's VP resting? So the key point is front view in the form of equilateral triangle. This is a key point. So if you want to get the front view in the form of equilateral triangle, you have to go for VP resting. Suppose instead of front view, top view if it is given, the top view of the lamina is seen as an equilateral triangle, then it will be HP resting. So here the word front view is used. So because of the word front view, so it will be VP resting, because in the VP resting itself you will get a lamina. You will get either regular lamina or irregular lamina. So you will get it only if you rest the lamina on VP. So the front view will be in the form of either regular lamina or irregular lamina. So in this problem, the regular lamina is isosceles triangle. and the irregular lamina here, it is in the form of equilateral triangle. So if you rotate the isosceles triangle to certain angle, to certain VP angle, at certain VP angle, it will get converted, it will get reduced to equilateral triangle. So the irregular lamina will be in the form of equilateral triangle. So that is given in this statement. So number one, so it is clear that it is VP resting. It is not HP resting, it belongs to category 2. So it's a VP resting, so you have to go for VP resting. So what is the first step? So first step, you will place the isosceles triangular lamina. Now, how to place the isosceles triangular lamina? Because in isosceles triangular lamina, two of the sides are equivalent. So what are the sides given here? It has a base of 25 and altitude it's given. So the longer sides are not given. The base side is given. So this is a base side, and then altitude. Altitude means from the center point. So from the center point altitude, the height of the triangle is given. The altitude is given 35 and the base is given 25. So with the help of this, you can get this isosceles triangle. So you will so the longer two side dimension is not given in the problem. So the base side is given and the altitude is given. So with the help of base side and altitude, you can get this isosceles triangle. Now how to place this isosceles triangle? So you have to place it obviously with edge resting condition, because if you place it with edge resting condition, then only the corresponding front view, you will get it as an equilateral triangle. You will get it as equilateral triangle of similar side. The base of the triangle is given 25 mm and the side of the equilateral triangle is given 25 mm. So this 25 mm, if you place it with edge resting, then only this 25 mm will be matching. 25 mm of isosceles triangle and 25 mm of equilateral triangle, you will get it. So therefore you should proceed with isosceles triangle by taking edge resting position. The base of the triangle, you should take it as a reference and you have to proceed. So first step, it will be isosceles triangle with edge resting position. The front view will be an isosceles triangle and the top view will be a horizontal line. So in the next step, so you should get this equilateral triangle with the help of projection line. So after getting the equilateral triangle, you can shift the top view. So I'll explain you directly. So in the figure, so this is a figure. So an isosceles triangle, first you will be constructing 25 mm. So first consider a vertical line of 25 and then mark the midpoint of this, that is half of 25, it will be 12.5. Consider a line. Consider a line of 35, so it will be 35. Then after that, join them, so you will get this isosceles triangle. So the front view is an isosceles triangle of base side 25 mm, and then the top view will be a horizontal line. Draw the projection line, you will get the top view as horizontal line. So in the next step, draw the projection line. So you will be drawing the projection line from the isosceles triangle, and then you will be marking the 25 mm line. So mark the 25 mm line and then take your compass, measure 25 mm radius, cut an arc and bisect the arc, join it. So you will get an equilateral triangular lamina of 25 mm side. So we got the front view in the form of equilateral triangular lamina. So next step, draw the projection line from the front view. Draw the projection line from the front view and then measure this top view. Take compass, measure the top view dimension, keep your compass at suitable position of A dash and C dash, cut an arc on this projection line and then join it. So the same top view of similar dimension. The same top view of similar dimension is transferred with reference to this locus line drawn from the endpoints of the front view of equilateral triangular lamina. Then after drawing, measure the angle. You will get 52 degree. So this is called VP angle. So which is asked, determine inclination of plate with reference plane. Already HP inclination is given 45. VP inclination is found to be 52 degree. So that we found it. So if you do it reverse, so if you rotate the isosceles triangle to an angle of 52 degree of VP, if you rotate it 52 degree with reference to vertical plane, the resulting irregular lamina, you will get it exactly in the form of equilateral triangular lamina. So here instead of 52 degree given, so the condition is given that the front view is in the form of equilateral triangle. So instead of giving 52 degree to VP, so the front view is directly given in the form of equilateral triangle. So therefore, with the help of the front view by constructing equilateral triangle, so we can find out VP angle, and it is found to be 52 degree with reference to vertical plane. So this is about first step and second step. Third step, so it tells that HP angle. It's given that, so the side that is parallel to VP, the side that is parallel to VP is inclined at 45 degree to HP. Now out of these three sides, I'll just get back to the third figure, second figure. You can see that in the second figure, this is a second figure. So there are three sides of a equilateral triangular lamina. So side A dash, C dash, B dash and A dash. So A dash, B dash, B dash, C dash and C dash, A dash. There are three sides. Out of these three sides, now tell me which is the side placed parallel to HP, parallel to VP? The side that is parallel to VP. So this side, A dash and C dash. So A dash and C dash is the side of the lamina which is placed parallel to VP and it is placed perpendicular to HP. It is placed parallel, it is the resting side. So this side of the lamina you have to transfer it to 45 degree to HP. So in the next step, construct the 45 degree line, measure this side A dash C dash of the lamina, place it on 45 degree line, go for intersection of the arc and complete this triangular lamina, draw the projection line and get the last view of the lamina. So here, so already in the HP resting we have solved one such problem related to rectangle and square. The rectangular lamina is seen in the form of the top view. The top view of a rectangular lamina is seen in the form of a square, and then another problem, the top view of a square lamina is seen in the form of rectangle. Already this set of problem we have come across in HP resting type 2. So similar type of problem, it is related to triangle, so you had come across in VP resting. So any doubt in this problem? Any doubt? If no doubt, then shall I proceed to next problem? So feel free, be frank. If you have not understood, if you want me to repeat any step, tell me, I'll repeat it. If you keep quiet, if you don't ask any question, you are the loser. I'm not the loser. So no doubt. Shall I proceed with next problem?
No sir. No sir.
So shall I proceed with next problem? Okay.
Yes. Yes sir.
So next problem, it will be on rectangular lamina. Problem number 15. A rectangular lamina of side 20 into 25 has an edge in HP and adjoining edge in VP. Is tilted such that the front view appears as a rectangle of 20 into 15. The edge which is in VP is 30 mm from the right profile plane, 30 mm from the RPP, right profile plane. Draw the top view, front view and the left profile view in this position. Find its inclination with the corresponding principal planes. So this is a problem where there is no HP angle, there is no VP angle. So it's given, some conditions are given. So the conditions are, so two types of rectangles are given. One is 20 into 25, another one is 20 into 15. Two types of rectangle you find in this problem, 20 into 25. Another one is 20 into 15. This is 20 into 25, another one is 20 into 15. Now, first thing is, first you should decide whether it's a VP resting or HP resting. So which part of the statement tells you that it's a VP resting? So it is again the word front view. We can see here. The front view appears as a rectangle of 20 into 15. So since the front view is used and it is in the form of some lamina of 20 into 15, some type of lamina. It's not in the form of horizontal line or inclined line. It is in the form of a lamina, full lamina it is, of dimension 20 into 15. So therefore this word, the front view is given, so therefore it indicates VP resting. Instead of front view, if I give it top view, if I just keep all the other words of the problem as it is, just if I replace the word front view with the word top view, then it will get converted from category 2 to category 1. So it will get converted to HP resting. So just with a change of one word, front view and top view, so I can interchange the case of the problem. So the case of the problem can be interchanged, so from HP resting to VP resting. So here since front view is given, so therefore it's a VP resting case. Now let us see, so there are two types of rectangle given, 20 into 25 and 20 into 15. So to which rectangle the problem is associated? The problem is on 20 into 25 because the word lamina is used over here. The word lamina is associated with 20 into 25. So it is a problem on rectangular lamina of 20 into 25. And then, so the second rectangle 20 into 15, it's given appears. The word appears is given. That means it is an irregular lamina. So the problem is on 20 into 25 rectangular lamina. If you rotate the 20 into 25 rectangular lamina to certain VP angle, then at certain position you will get a rectangle of dimension 20 into 15. So this is a case given. So the irregular lamina is given in the form of a rectangle of dimension 20 into 15. So it's clear, okay. Then now tell me, so rectangle longer edge is 20, shorter edge is 25. So I should go for shorter edge resting or longer edge resting. So which one I should go? Whether I should follow the shorter edge resting or longer edge resting. So I should go for shorter edge resting. The reason is the front view is in the form of 20 into 50. You can see over here. So I should go for shorter edge, not the longer edge, because ultimately the front view will have a dimension of 20 into 15. So out of two dimensions, 20 and 15, which is matching dimension, 20 is the matching dimension. So if you use 20, then only you will get rectangle of 20 into 15. If you use instead of 20, if you use it 25, then you will not get 20 mm lamina, you will not get it. So therefore you should go for shorter edge resting. So this is a problem. So the front view is in the form of rectangle of 20 into 25, shorter edge. So shorter edge resting you have to go. The front view is in the form of a rectangle of 20 into 25 and the top view is a horizontal line. Both are merged on the XY line. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even if you shift the front view to a certain distance, it doesn't matter. So here in this problem both are merged on the XY line. So this is your top view and I'll show you the red color. Top view is shown in the form of red color and the front view is shown in the form of blue color. The front view is a rectangle of 20 into 25 and the top view will be a horizontal line. So what you have to do? So draw the projection line. So draw the projection line from the front view. So draw the projection line from the front view. So then you will, along the projection line you will get a 20 mm dimension. So construct a rectangle of 20 into 15. 20 into 15 you have to construct the rectangle. Then after that, draw the projection line from the front view. Draw this line to certain distance. Then again this is one projection line. Measure the top view of the lamina. So the top view of the lamina is this. I have shown you the red line, horizontal red line. And then measure this. Keep your compass over here. Cut an arc on this locus line and then join it. So therefore, and then measure the angle. The VP angle is found to be 53 degree. So the same top view is shifted to 53 degree line. So here in this problem again, there is no 53 degrees not highlighted in the problem. So if you rotate the rectangular lamina of 20 into 25 to an angle of 53 degree to VP, so then you will get the front view exactly in the form of rectangle of dimension 20 into 15. So if you rotate the rectangular lamina 20 into 25 to an angle of 53 degree to VP, the front view you will get exactly as a lamina with 20 into 15 dimension. So here instead of a VP angle, the condition, the front view appears to be a rectangle of 20 into 15 is given in the problem. Then again, so another one thing is given that the edge which is in VP is 30 mm from right profile plane. Now which is the edge which is placed on VP? So obviously this is the edge, A dash and D dash is the edge. A dash and D dash, this is the edge. A dash and D dash is the resting edge of the lamina. By holding this edge A dash and D dash, so the lamina is tilted to 53 degree to VP. So if you tilt the lamina to a VP angle of 53 degree, you will get the irregular lamina in the form of a rectangle of 20 into 15. So the edge which is in VP, so A dash and D dash is the edge which is placed in VP, and this edge A dash and D dash is placed 30 mm from the right profile plane. So what you do next step is, so just take your compass, consider a line of 30 mm from this edge. So from here to here is shown over here. So just consider a line of horizontal line of 30 mm from this edge A dash and D dash of the second step. Then after that, at the point of intersection, draw one x1 y1 line. Since side view is covered, right profile plane. So right profile plane is highlighted in the problem. So the RPP is highlighted with this x1 y1 line. So construct this x1 y1 line at a distance of 30 mm from the resting edge A dash and D dash of the second step lamina. Then after that, just to get the side view of the lamina, what you have to do, draw the projection line. Draw 45 degree line over here. Draw the projection line at the point of intersection. Draw the projection line from both the corresponding views, and then study the point of intersection and then join them. So you get A dash, A double dash, B double dash, C double dash, and D double dash. So this is the side view of the lamina. So the side view is highlighted with A double dash, B double dash, C double dash, and D double dash. The front view is highlighted with single dash, and the side view is highlighted with double dash. So this is about problem number 15. So here, so all the top view, front view of both the position of the lamina and the side view of the lamina in this position is highlighted. So the last step, the third step, so since side view is asked, so draw the top view, front view, and left profile view is asked in the problem. So all these three views are highlighted in the problem. So any doubt in this problem? Any doubt? Shall I proceed? If you have no doubt, then shall I proceed to next problem? If anybody have doubt, you can activate your audio and you can ask question. So no doubt. Shall I proceed with next problem? One of you please, some of you respond. Shall I proceed with next problem?
Yes,
Okay. So next problem number 34. Maybe this is the last problem and it is one of the master of all the problems. Because it's in fact, just if you look at the figure, it's no more related to your regular type of problem. It's entirely different. It's problem number 34. The statement is very small it is. So problem 34, a regular hexagonal lamina of side 30 mm is lying in such a way that one of its sides touches both the reference planes. If the lamina makes 60 degree with HP, draw the projection of the lamina. So just by reading the statement, you will have lot of doubts, you will have lot of confusion in this problem. It will have a lot of confusion because the statement itself is very short and sweet. So here in this statement, it's stating that hexagonal lamina 30 mm side, okay, it is lying in such a way that one of its side touches both the reference plane. So you should place the hexagonal lamina in such a way that out of 6 sides of the hexagon, an hexagon has 6 sides, out of 6 sides of the hexagon, one of the sides should touch both HP as well as VP. This is a condition you have to satisfy. You should select the hexagonal lamina in such a way that it should touch one of its side. One of the side, out of 6 sides, one of its side should touch both HP as well as VP. And then it's given that HP angle is given 60 degree with HP. Draw the projection. So how to proceed? How to proceed with this problem? If you look at, since HP angle is given 60 degree to HP, so we can go ahead with HP resting. We can place the side of the lamina that is on HP, and then we can cover the HP angle, and then we can tilt the hexagonal lamina to the HP. So even this is possible, but it may not be accurate. So the better solution for this problem is, so we'll go for VP resting, because in VP resting, just in the previous problem we have seen that, so if you rest the lamina on VP, one of its sides will be touching both VP as well as HP. You can see over here. So this one of its side means B dash and C dash. So though you have rested on VP, but this edge of the VP, edge of the lamina B dash and C dash, so it will be touching both HP as well as VP. So this side BC, B dash and C dash side of the external lamina, it will be touching, it will be placed, it touches both HP as well as VP, and in this position we can tilt the lamina 60 degree with HP also. So we cannot tilt the lamina with reference to HP. HP angle cannot be used over in this position. You cannot use HP angle. You can use VP angle. VP angle can be used. HP angle can be used, but VP angle cannot be used in this position. So you can use HP angle. So you can hold this edge B dash and C dash of the lamina, and you can rotate the lamina from ground surface, that is 60 degree in anti-clock direction. So you can tilt the lamina. So from the ground surface you can tilt the lamina from 0 to 60 degree in clockwise direction. So in clockwise, not anti-clock. So in clockwise direction you can tilt the lamina to an angle of 60 degree from the ground level. So if you tilt the lamina, so the HP angle can be covered and all other things can be covered over here. So I'll just go ahead with the explanation of this solution. So only two things are given in this problem. So one is you have to place the hexagonal lamina in such a way that one of its sides touches both HP and VP. This is the first condition. Second is HP angle is given. So HP angle is given. So with the help of the HP angle, so you can get it over this. So here the front view, so you cannot go for normal type. HP resting cannot go it. If you go the HP resting, the front view will not be in the form of lamina. The front view will not be in the form of lamina. It will be in the form of line, horizontal line or inclined line. So we'll go ahead with HP resting. So I'll just explain you this step here. So first thing here is construct a regular hexagon with corner resting. So the regular hexagon of 30 mm side. So it's shown in the figure. I'll just show you with the red color. So you find two laminas in the front view. So this is one lamina. So one of the lamina which I have shown with red color. So that is the regular lamina of 30 mm side. So in this red color, then another one more hexagonal lamina you find it, which I have shown with brown color. Another lamina you find it within red color. You find another lamina. It's shown with brown color. So that brown color lamina is irregular lamina. It is tilted lamina. It is not a regular lamina. It is an irregular lamina. So you can see that. So two types of laminas. Front view in the form of two types of laminas, that is regular hexagonal lamina and irregular hexagonal lamina. So the regular hexagonal lamina I have shown with red line, and the irregular hexagonal lamina I have shown with brown line. So in the first step you will be constructing regular hexagonal lamina, that is the red color lamina you will be constructing normally. So construct this hexagonal lamina under normal, that is the corner resting position, and after that constructing you draw the XY line. Before constructing hexagonal lamina, don't draw the XY line. Draw the XY line after constructing the hexagonal lamina. Then after that, get the side view of the lamina. So in this problem, we will be taking the help of side view of the lamina. So draw the projection line I have shown with green color. So you can see the green color arrows. So green color arrows indicates projection line drawn from the regular hexagonal lamina. So when you draw the side view, you will get a vertical line which I have shown with green color. So you can see over here. So the side view vertical line which is shown in the form of green color along the x1 y1 line. So draw the x1 and x1 y1 line at a suitable position along the x1 and y1 line. Show the side view of the lamina which I have shown in the form of green color. So the green color line, the green color vertical line, it stands for side view of the hexagonal lamina under normal position, that is resting position. Since it is placed on VP, so the side view will look as a vertical line, and since it is placed on HP, so it will be perpendicular to HP. Then after that, the next step is, so from this side view, from the green line, from this side view, so okay, before that construct this 60-degree line. You can see the 60-degree line, brown line I have constructed, because the side view you can find the HP angle. You can find the HP angle even in the side view. So when the lamina is tilted 60 degree to HP, the side view of the lamina will be in the form of 60-degree line. So what you do first, in the side view on the right side from the point of origin, this is a point of origin. So from the point of origin, consider 60-degree line of some dimension. Then after that, take your compass, keep your compass at the point of origin and keep it at A1 dash and E1 dash and cut an arc from here. Then again keep your compass at F1 dash and E1 dash, cut an arc over this 60-degree line, and then join that 60-degree line, and then complete that side view. So erase the upper part and just make this part dark. So this will be the inclined side view of the lamina, 60-degree lamina. Then after that, we can see that from the point, so you have point F dash, E double dash on the 60-degree line. So mark the points and then draw the projection line which I have drawn with the help of I have shown the line that is arrow mark. I have shown brown color arrow mark I have shown. So draw the projection line. So draw the projection line from the inclined side view. So which I have shown in the form of brown arrows. So then after that draw the projection line from the regular lamina. From the regular lamina draw the projection line. So just at the point of intersection you will get an irregular lamina which I have shown in the form of a brown line. So the brown shaped lamina is obtained with the help of this point of intersection between the 60-degree side inclined view and then the regular front view of the lamina. So you will get this brown shape, the brown shaped lamina you will get it. So this is a brown shaped lamina which you can find it within the figure, brown shaped lamina. So in this way, so front view and the side view, front view under normal position, side view under normal position, and then again front view under 60-degree inclined position and in the form of irregular hexagon. So front view and side view with reference to both the position, normal position and inclined positions are shown in the problem. What about the top view? So to get the top view, so what I have to do? So I'll just erase this. I'll get back over here. So all we have obtained two types of front views and two types of side views we have obtained. After getting the front views and side views, to get the top view, this is a top view. How to get top view? To get the top view, we will be constructing a 45-degree line. So consider 45-degree line. After constructing 45-degree line, draw the projection line from this tilted 60-degree inclined side view at the point of intersection. So which I have shown with the help of blue lines. I have shown with the help of blue lines. And then draw the projection line from the corresponding front views. When you draw the projection line, so then the point of the intersection of those two lines, you will get the top view. The top view you will get it. So finally the top view will be in tilted position. So it will be in irregular shaped lamina. So in this way all the basic views we have covered just by placing the hexagonal lamina on vertical plane. So just place the lamina on vertical plane. If you want to share one of the side of the lamina on both HP and VP, go for corner resting. Go for VP resting with corner position. If you go for VP resting with corner position, so one of the base side, so one of the side B dash and C dash, we can make it common to both HP and VP. So the side B dash and C dash of the hexagonal lamina, it will touch both HP as well as VP. And then you can tilt the lamina 60 degree to a HP, so which you will find the side view in the form of 60-degree line. So with the 60-degree line tilted lamina, the corresponding front view will get converted into irregular shape. So from the projection line drawn from the 60-degree side view line, you will get the irregular hexagon. And then with the help of this 45-degree line drawn in the fourth quadrant, so with the help of the projection line from the tilted side view and from the tilted front view, we can get the final top view of the lamina, which is irregular shape. So this completes almost all the major types or important types of problems on planes. So this completes theory part of planes chapter. So projection of planes chapter, we have 50 problems. All the 50 problems you have to learn. So one among the 50 problems will be asked in the exam. All those 50 problems I have categorized into two major categories: HP resting lamina and VP resting lamina. Category 1 as HP resting lamina, category 2 as VP resting lamina. And then I have sub-categorized them into three types: type 1 general type of problems, type 2 beta angle problems, type 3 conditional type problems in both the categories. So today we have completed the last sixth type, that is the conditional type of problem on lamina resting on VP. So with this, I hope some knowledge of plane is given to you. So with the help of this plane knowledge, you can complete all other problems. So shortly I will be providing you the assignment problems. So class problems should be done separately, followed with assignment problems. Both the problems you have to scan it in the same file and you have to sum it. I'll give you 2-3 days time. So today it's 6th of May. So you should submit this by Monday, so or by Sunday. So Sunday 10th of May. So I'll give you 4 days time. So on Monday your file should be available. So you should mail your file to my email ID. I'll share my email ID. So to my email ID you have to submit your scanned copy of class problems, already the assignment problems. So give your file name as your register number. So please give the file name as your register number 1GC, whatever your number is, whether it's electrical or civil, whatever it is. So please do not forget to rename your file with your register number. So give your file name as a register number and mail it to my email ID. So based on your class problems and assignment problems, I will evaluate 30 marks. So 30 marks will be evaluated. So computer problems, I'll let you know. So just now I have just collected the software. So I'm just trying to install the software on my laptop. So if it gets successfully installed, so tomorrow I'll let you know. Maybe if it gets installed today, then tomorrow I'll be engaging computer class. The same problems whatever I have done, I'll teach you on the Solid Edge software. And at the same time, already Zamir sir number is added into your WhatsApp group. So I have informed him to take over the solids chapter. So far whatever the planes of chapter, projection of planes assigned to me, I have completed. Computer part I'll just share with you. But theory part, follow Zamir sir guidelines. So whichever time he tells you to join, he will be using the same application, freeconferencecall.com, same application he will be using it, same app. So follow his schedule. So whichever schedule, whenever he calls you to join the class, so please join with him and get to learn the projection of solids chapter. It's very important. It has a weightage of 45 marks. Planes has a weightage of just 25 marks. Whereas solids, it has a weightage of 45 marks. Then after the third question, isometric projection, one more faculty by Dr. S.N. Harish. So he will be taking over the isometric part. So let first solid chapter get completed. Once the solid chapter gets completed, we'll inform you about the isometric chapter. So any doubts? So far whatever problems I have solved related to plane. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. So anytime you can clarify your doubts. So any doubts with respect to solving of problems? And as all of you know that most of the restrictions have been eased. So I don't think that getting sketchbook or box type of long notebook will not be difficult. You will not feel it difficult to purchase those books. So you can take the help of graph sheets or a box type of long notebook. It's available in your normal stationery shop. As I told you, nowadays LKG, UKG candidates, so the school people, the school teachers are using this box type of books to teach those small children ABCD. So it's available in any normal stationery shop. You can get it. You can take the help of those books, box type of books, to execute the problem. So make use of landscape of the book. Don't follow portraits. Don't follow portrait. Use landscape. So in the landscape, easily you can cover all the 3 positions. Whereas in portrait position of the book, you cannot cover. You can cover maximum 2 positions. You can cover. So use horizontal landscape position of the book to execute the problem. So any questions, any clarifications? So anybody want to ask any questions? No questions? Shall I end up the class?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.